Hey Kiki! Today we are talking about my own creation of Curse-MF-AuraBot. So let's jump right into it. What is the idea behind the character? The idea was played with a friend and we wanted to do MFing. But MFing is expensive if you want damage on it as well, or high resistance or whatever. So I created my own character only for MF, and my friend plays only the damage. How does it work? It's simple. It's with the Gravebind rope cuffs. Enemies killed by anyone in your presence count as being killed as you instead, and I'm wearing Alpha Soul to double my presence. My radius is like around the screen. If it's over here, he's still in my screen, and he can even stay a little bit further away. I want to point out, people saying there's no AuraBot anymore. Yeah, kinda true, but we still have auras and we still can boost them. For example, I'm using the Stoic Scepter. Why? Because it gives me Discipline. Discipline gives Energy Shield, which gives the Spark people most of the time mana, and mana is damage for them. This counts as an aura, and as more aura effect you have, as more energy shield you get from Discipline. Allies in your presence, for example, deal 69% increased damage, does not count as aura. So I'm going with the cast speed and the damage because my friend is using Spark. Also the strength and intelligence because you need attributes. The second aura we are using is Blasphemy, which also gives infected form aura increased effect. I'm using Blasphemy because I wanted to curse also. I'm giving conductivity. This is because of lightning resistance. If your group members do not deal lightning resistance, swap it out for something else. And I'm using temporal chains because the monsters are actually not moving anymore, the normal monsters. Magic, rare and unique have higher resistance, so you need more effect, but it's so high they don't move a lot and you don't really need more anymore. Okay, I will show you some footage now. And after that, we're going to the POB. we are at the POB. We are going to choose Chronomancer. Why Chronomancer? Because it's got the time freeze. Time freeze works on every monster, even on pinnacle bosses, as you saw. Then we're going with Temporal Rift. This is pretty good when you're running into another dead end of the maps and just right click it and time or port in time back. And you also have your HP back and your flask charges. Then we're going with the presence load, of course, and the 33% chance not to use a cooldown. This is pretty cool when it works on your time freeze. In the notes, you can see which support gems I used for time freeze, because we can't put it in here. I have two versions, the cheap and the expensive version. This is the expensive version I'm playing at the moment. I'm going for increased skill effect duration. This only works for the time freeze for me. But as soon as I have enough level, I will skill out here and going for the sockets here, because we're going for sockets. Sockets give us aura effect, area effect, and curse effect. Depends on which jewels you add. And we're also going for the same stats on this. Only here we're going with the slow magnitude effect. This impacts a lot. And we're going for evasion. We want 80% evasion with acrobatics, because now we can evade all hits. We're surviving a lot, but we not survive everything. You still will die, but it's very rare that you die when you get the 80% chance. Now let's check it out. I'm going with the Skeleton Warrior because they are just some meat shield. You don't need the Culling Strike. I thought, why not? It's not expensive, so yeah. Then I got a totem with a Font of Blood, Mana, and Rage. If your mate needs it, just put it up or set it up, and they get life regen, mana regen, and some rage. This is our main gem. It's Blasphemy. We're going with the two curses, because we got Whisper of Doom in here. And we're going with the Temporal Chains and Conductivity. Depends on which element your group members play. Mine is Spark, as I said, so I go with Conductivity. If you have, for example, Ice, go with the, I think it's Hypothermia. And then we're adding just some supports. Also, Alchemist Boon. This works when I use my flask, when I lost some life or mana and I use it, then my teammates get some percentage of this flask as well. Also going with the Clarity, Vitality, Cannibalism, Herbalism, etc. Also Voltaic Mark for my Lightning friend. Mark do not count as curse, so you can put it on extra and be more effective for bosses, for example. You can swap it out for any mark you want. Now we got the items. The Scepter, of course, Stork Scepter, as I said. Then we're going only for the evasion basis, and we stack as much resistance, rarity, and evasion. These three stats are our main goals, so we want to be capped, we want the 80%, and we want at least 200, 100 soft cap, 200 hard cap. After 200, it doesn't affect much anymore, so we are going with this, and also with the jewels. This one, you can use a lower one, of course, if it works for you out. And now we're going for the cheap version. Just explain you real quick what are the difference. I wanted to show you how cheap it can be, so I didn't hit the 80%, but I'm close. Just spent a little bit more Exalted. Here are some of the items which I bought or which I put in my POB, and so you can see it's very cheap. As I said, get the 80%, just buy a little bit with a little bit more rarity, with a little bit more evasion chance, and you're fine. At the moment, we're having 100 rarity. This is a start. It's a cheap start. It will help you. 100 is the soft cap, so you will be fine and getting more money as you did before. We have three kinds of jewels. We have cheap 1, cheap 2, and expensive. Cheap 2 is the middle one. Here are the three different ones. Get those you can afford or which you think you like most. Skills, we're going only with the 5-link because it's a cheap version, and that's why we're going only without Whisper of Doom. We don't need it because we can't afford it, so go with this. And this is the tree how it looks. We have more evasion stacked. You also could use this one to get more, but as soon as you get hit, you're losing 30% evasion, and this would not be cool because there you go. You're losing like, what is it, 2%. I do not recommend it, but you still could do it. That's pretty much it. If you have questions or anything, just leave a comment. If you like it, leave a like. Everything else is said and done. I hope you enjoyed, and it's really fun for crew playing. All left to say is wish you good luck and